Family is defined in many ways these days, but for Cookie Cook, family means everything. She became a member of the Merrill and Louise Cook clan in 1949 and was named Marilyn after her dad. Mom and Dad had lots of brothers and sisters who all had lots of kids, so Marilyn, who became known as Cookie, grew up surrounded by grandparents, aunts, and uncles, and all her cousins in Birmingham, Alabama. Cookie's first official birthday picture left her wondering where all the people were. They had turned up by Christmas, every other holiday as well, filling Cookie's childhood with love and lots of cousins. By birthday number 2, she was still alone at the table, but a stack of plates shows promise that others are there. Just a few months later, a real birthday present arrived in the form of a little sister, Debbie. By the time Cookie was 4, Debbie was a regular passenger on her tricycle. Cookie's stage career got off to a rocky start. At her first tap recital, she tried to tell him she needed to go to the bathroom, but was told, too late, the show must go on. It did, and so did Cookie. On stage. School brought a whole new world which Cookie embraced, and time with family included regular visits to the Gulf Coast, which was only a few hours away. Cookie went to the same high school as her parents and did them proud throughout her 4 years, taking leadership roles, earning school letters, and being selected as Best All-Around Senior. She also had a good-looking prom date and graduated as valedictorian. Cookie settled right into college life at Auburn University, the only 4 years she has ever lived away from Birmingham. She pledged a sorority and became the sweetheart of the TKE fraternity. She served as an officer and was able to welcome Sister Debbie as a sorority sister as well. Cookie posed with Dad on graduation day, leaving Auburn magna cum laude with a degree in education. Next stop, Pell City Intermediate School in 1971, teaching 6th grade, and serving as maid of honor at her sister's wedding. For a brief time, Cookie was also Mrs. Klieg. She married a young man she had dated for several years, and they found that dating was better than marriage, so she soon returned to being Miss Cook. During her 11 years of teaching, Cookie discovered yearbooks and became the yearbook advisor. And in 1982, she took the leap to become a sales rep, but not for Herff Jones. The next 2 decades brought many changes, including 2 nieces that became like her own daughters, vacations at the beach with her sister in her own condo in Destin, her surprise 40th birthday party, and a major Alabama snowstorm. By Christmas 1998, Cookie decided she needed a real Christmas gift for herself, a new job. This time with Herff Jones. She started in April of 1999. She made this major career move with the help of George Sedgwick, the plant manager of the Montgomery plant. Once she made the move, she never looked back, and she brought $1 million worth of clients right along with her. Now she is celebrating with family in Hawaii, Puerto Vallarta, a mission trip to Brazil, where she helped build a church in a week. And the pinnacle of success? Invited to the opening of a new Chick-fil-A restaurant and hanging with the cows. Her Herff Jones career may not be as long as some, but all the same, it has led to many new friends, great perks, and induction into the Herff Jones Hall of Fame.
Woohoo! Finally, after 14 years, I'm privileged to join the group of Hall of Famers that have gone before me. Some of them, like Leah Blaze, Ellen Stolley, and Ty Cottle, have truly inspired and encouraged me. For those of you that are still pursuing this worthy goal, I want to encourage you. I'm proof that it can be done. As Joe Morris, who was the Vice President of Sales when I started with Herff Jones, used to say, keep on keeping on. If you continue to work hard, it happens in God's perfect timing. There are 2 people that it meant the most to me to be here and enjoy the affirmation of my career with me. My mom is one, but she passed away in 2001. I know, however, that she would be celebrating this honor with me if she were here. She was absolutely the wind beneath my wings my whole life. She always believed that I could do anything if I worked hard enough to accomplish it. She gave me unconditional love and support in whatever I undertook. She gave me an Oreo stuffed toy when I started in the yearbook business that says, "One smart cookie." I still keep it on my bedside table to remind me of her and that I can reach my goals. My dad, who is hopefully here tonight, is the other person I wanted most to share this night with me. He was a small business owner during his career, and this inspired me to do the same, but in a different field. When I first went into the yearbook business, he told me one simple thing that has made a huge difference in my career. He said, "If you work as hard as you know how each day, treat people fairly, and do what is right, you can sleep with a clear conscience each night and look yourself in the mirror each morning. Then, no matter what happens, you will know that you've done your best, and that is what matters." When it was announced last January that the 2014 sales conference was to be in Atlanta, a place it has never been since I've worked with HJ, I was a little disappointed since I live in Birmingham, just a 2-hour drive from here. And Atlanta is not exactly one of the more exotic places to me that HJ usually has their sales conferences. I had no idea that I would actually make it to the Hall of Fame this year. My dad is 87, and there is no way that he could have traveled on an airplane to get to this event. When I got the message that I had made the Hall of Fame, I got very emotional because I realized how perfect God's timing really is. If it were any other year or any other place, my dad could not have made it, but he could ride the 2 hours to get to Atlanta. I believe it's important to recognize the many people who have helped me along the way because it takes a village to build a cookie. My family, as you can see, is most important. I truly believe that when it is all said and done, they are all you have. So I want them to know how important they are to me. Also, George Sedgwick, who was the Montgomery plant manager when I started with HJ and actually recruited and mentored me, is very responsible for me being here. I'm afraid to start naming other names because I'm fearful of leaving someone out, but I want to recognize all the people at the HJ plant in Montgomery for their diligence and support through these years. When I drive up to that plant, it's like going home, and they are the reason for this great feeling. Also, when I was moved to the Kansas City plant, I didn't know how wonderful people in Kansas were. I'd never been to Kansas, and I found that even though they don't talk like me, they are wonderful, warm, and caring people. They take the utmost care with me, my schools, and my yearbooks. They have the same kind of work ethic that I have, and it has paid off for me, and I hope it has paid off for them. I must name one person, though, that has made a real difference to me at the KC plant. Sarah Eagle, my customer service rep, has helped me above and beyond my expectations. She is more than a work partner. She is like part of my family. When she goes up for adoption, I'll be the first in line. In Indy, on that mysterious campus that HJ has, there are so many people that have cheered me on, especially Shelley Jarvis. She's a person who I've always thought had much too much personality to be in accounting. She has become a dear friend. There are so many others in my life that know about my career and have lent support to me. My high school friends, my college friends and sorority sisters, my church small group, and even my bunco group. All of them have helped me accomplish this. To everyone I say, maybe now I'll quit talking about yearbooks, but I doubt it. In closing, the words of an old hymn seem most appropriate. To God be the glory, great things He has done.
Please welcome Cookie Cook to the Herff Jones Hall of Fame.